So you're thinking about moving to Franklin, Tennessee. You're thinking about moving to the Nashville surrounding areas. Well, in this video, we're gonna cover what can you get here exactly in Franklin, Tennessee from $500,000 up to $700,000. And we're getting after it right now. Welcome back to another video. Like I was saying in the beginning, in this video, we're going to be covering what can you get here in beautiful Franklin, Tennessee from $500,000 up to $700,000. Like all of our other videos with the price range, what we're going to do, we're going to tour around 3 different homes in 3 different subdivisions and kind of really show you what you can get, again, here in Franklin, Tennessee, between our price range of $500,000 and $700,000. If you all are thinking about moving to Nashville, I would love to hear from you. We have tons of people calling us all the time looking to move to Nashville and the surrounding areas. And yeah, if you are one of those people looking to move to this area, shoot me a call, shoot me a message. I'd love to hear from you. I would love to help you make that transition here to beautiful Nashville, Tennessee as smooth as possible. And lastly, you guys, if you found value in this video, as always, please hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. It tells me that this is great content and it really helps other people, showing them that this is great content. So yeah, with all that being said, without further ado, grab your popcorn. Let's jump right into these 3 homes. Here we go. First home we're talking about, this one's going to be coming in at $529,000. So it's right on the low side of the $500,000 mark. Again, our goal is to stay between $500,000 and $700,000. So $529,900, so pretty much $530,000 for the first house coming in. So a few things about this home. This one's going to be a 3-bed, 2-bath. It's going to be about 1,400 square feet, 1,426 to be exact. And that's going to put this piece of property here at $372 per square foot, which is a little on the high side compared to some of the other homes we're talking about. Will be anywhere as low as $200 per square foot up to about $400, $450 per square foot. So $372 per square foot, not too bad, but a little on the high side compared to some of the other homes we're going to be talking about. So a few other things, the subdivision that we're in, this is actually going to be called the Heritage Manor. And this has a lot of great things going for you in the subdivision. If you're like, hey, I want to move to a quiet subdivision where there's not going to be a lot of traffic, like today, there's really not that many cars around. You can hear the birds chirping. It's just a really nice day. And if you're like, hey, I want to move, like I said, to a subdivision where you're not going to have a lot of stuff, a lot of activity going on, this might be an option for you, Heritage Manor here in Franklin. So this home that we're talking about, it's actually going to be that home right here behind me. You can see, and like all my other videos, I'm going to do is I'm actually going to flash some photos of that home so you get to see a little bit about what you get for that price range of $530,000. So this home that we're talking about is actually going to be on 0.25 of an acre. So really not that much land compared to some of the homes will be anywhere from 0.15, 0.25, you know, up to 0.45, up to an acre. Some of the homes we're going to be talking about here, like Hendersonville, Mount Juliet, other parts of Middle Tennessee, Nashville surrounding area, you'll find up to like 5, 6, 7 acres. And some of the other homes in Franklin that we're going to be covering in our future videos, you'll get some more acreage. You'll have some properties that will get up to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 acres of land. But this piece of property that we're talking about, 0.25 of an acre. So again, not that much land compared to some of the other homes that we're going to be talking about. So this home was actually built in 1980, which a lot of the homes here in Franklin is an older town. Franklin is named after the one and only Benjamin Franklin. So this home that we're talking about was built in 1980. So a little bit of an older home compared to some of the other homes we're going to be talking about. Will be anywhere from, 1980, some of them 1950s, but anywhere from 1980, 1990, the 2000s on up. This one coming in 1980. So lastly, this home is zoned for Centennial High School. If you're like, hey, I want to find a home where I have a good school district where I can send my kids, this home that we're talking about here in the Heritage Manor here in Franklin, Tennessee, this might be an option for you. So yeah, like I said on the last video and all of our other videos, what we're going to do, we're actually going to drive around this neighborhood. Let's go check out the rest of the homes and see what we can get here in beautiful Franklin, Tennessee for $500,000. Here we go. Alrighty, welcome everyone to the second stop that we're talking about here in Franklin. Like I said, covering from $500,000 up to $700,000. The second home that we're talking about here, this one's going to be coming in at $599,900, so just below $600,000, splitting our budget between $500,000 and $700,000. Right in the middle. So a few things that I want to share about this home. This home, the subdivision that we're in, this is going to be Liberty Hill subdivision. So this is a really great subdivision if you're like, hey, I want to again have a quiet subdivision where you're not going to have a lot of cars, where you can hear the birds chirping. This subdivision here, Liberty Hills, might be an option for you. So a couple other things about this home that we're talking about. This home is actually going to be a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, and it's going to be at 2,400 square feet, 2,406 to be exact. So that's going to put this property here behind me right at about $249 per square foot, which really isn't bad. It's about right in the, that's pretty average compared to some of the other homes we're going to be talking about here in Franklin, Mount Juliet, Hendersonville, East Nashville, etc. You're going to find that those homes go anywhere from like $200 per square foot up to $300 to $450 per square foot. So $249 per square foot for this home that we're talking about here at $600,000. Really not a bad price, like I said, compared to everything else. So this home is built in 1988. So a few things about this subdivision, Liberty Hills, you're going to find that a lot of the homes are built in that era. You know, they're older, from 1970s, 80s, 90s. Some of them older, some of them newer. There's a lot of undeveloped land still here in Franklin as well. So this HOA in this property is going to be $60 per quarter. So like I said, some of the homes you're going to find that it's per month. This one right here is going to be per quarter, and it's $60 per quarter. So that's going to average out to about $20 per month. So last thing, this home sits on about 0.18 of an acre. So like from the first home, or from the third home, this home is a little bit under 1/4 of an acre, which is on the little bit of the smaller side compared to some of the other homes we're talking about. You're going to find anywhere from 0.15, 0.18 up to 0.25, 0.50. Some of the homes are going to be up to about an acre, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10 acres. So 0.18 of an acre, a little bit smaller of a lot of land where you do have your neighbors sitting right on top of you. So last thing about this home is zoned for Centennial High School, as all three of the homes that we're talking about here in this video, they're zoned for Centennial High School. So if you're like, hey, again, I want to have a home that I'm about to buy where I have a school where I can send my kids, that I know my kids are going to be going to a great school, Centennial High School here in Franklin, Tennessee, this might be an option for you. So where we're at right now, we're really close to the freeway. We're about 3, 4, 5 minutes from the main highway that leads from downtown Nashville down to Franklin. So if you're like, hey, I want to find a home that, you know, is really great location, great price, that you're not going to be super far out in the country, these 3 homes might be an option for you. So yeah, let's go ahead and drive around the rest of the neighborhood and see what we got here in beautiful Franklin, Tennessee. Let's check it out. Here we go. Third stop I'm talking about here in Franklin, covering what can you get from $500,000 up to $700,000. The home we're talking about today, this home is coming in at right at $700,000. So it's going to be right on the top of our budget. So the subdivision we're in today, this subdivision is going to be called Forest Crossing. And there's a lot of great things going for you in this subdivision. You got a community pool, you got a clubhouse, you got a golf course. There's a lot of great things going for you in this subdivision. And this is an HOA, and the HOA here is $58 a month. So really not that bad compared to some of the other HOAs we're going to be talking about. Like I said, anywhere from $10, $15 a month up to $150 a month to, you know, $175, $80, $150 per quarter. It just really depends on the subdivision and the home and where you're located. So a few things about the home I'm actually going to share with you is this home is going to be a 4-bedroom. It's going to be a 3-bath and a 2.5 bath. So it's going to be a 4-bed, 3-2-bath, which is really not a bad deal combination compared to a lot of the homes we're going to find either have 1.5 bath or they don't have a half bath at all. It's just like, you know, full bathrooms. This one's actually going to have 3 full baths and it's going to have 2 half baths. A couple other things about this home is this home's going to be sitting on about 2,800 square feet, 2,886 to be exact, which is a pretty good amount of square feet for what else comes with this. So that's going to put this property at $243 per square foot, which really isn't that bad. Some of the homes we talk about are going to be anywhere as low as like $200 per square foot up to like $300, $400 per square foot. So $243 per square foot, really not a bad deal. What else comes with this house here in the subdivision, this piece of property? So this home that we're talking about is actually going to be sitting on 0.1 of an acre. So not a lot of land compared to some of the other homes we're talking about are going to be anywhere from 0.15, 0.25, 0.50 up to a full acre. This one's going to be on 0.18. So really not that much land in between your house and the neighbor house, where their house is going to be sitting pretty much on top of your house. So a couple other things. This home that we're talking about is built in 1994. So like I said, a lot of the homes around here, they're going to look pretty similar. You're going to have that red brick, just that similar style from house to house because, well, they were all built in the same era back in the 1990s. And there is some newer sections in the subdivision as well. But this home that we're talking about, built in 1994. So yeah, the taxes on this home is going to be about $3,000 per year. It's going to be $3,300 annually, which really isn't too bad. Some of the homes we're talking about, the taxes are going to be as low as like $2,000, $1,500 a year, up to like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 per year. It really, again, just depends on where you're located at, the subdivision, location, all that great stuff. So a couple other things about this home. This home's actually going to be zoned for Centennial High School, which if you have kids and you're like, hey, I want to make sure I move to or I buy a house in an area where the school district is going to be zoned for a great school that you're going to be sending your kids to, Centennial High School is it's a pretty decent school here in the Franklin, Tennessee area. So yeah, if you're like, hey, I want to make sure that I send my kids to a great area, this might be an option for you. So a couple other things we're going to do. We're actually going to drive around the rest of this neighborhood and we're going to go tour around and see what we got for $700,000 here in Franklin. Let's go check it out. Here we go. Found value in this video, as always, please hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, and I will see you all on the next video. Bye now.